is create something pretty. I have a really exciting video for you today. It is April, which means that it is now time to get making our blouses for Sew April Blouse, and this has to be my favorite challenge of all the challenges out there. Hopefully I get time to make something up. I have got my PDF ready and all spread out, so I have started. But it's been a very busy week and we're about to head into school holidays, so hopefully I'll get something made. But hopefully you guys are going to join in as well. I love to just join in and just have a go. I have no ideas of winning anything. There's prizes, there's loads and loads of things that you can win. Usually there's lots of sponsors. So yeah, I'm going to tell you today about what I'm planning on making. I got some fabrics that I'd like to use, and I also have some blouses that I have made in the past. So it's a lot, so I'm going to go through all this very briefly. I hope you enjoy seeing today's video, so keep watching if you want to see that. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get going because there is so much to talk about today. I have all these things to show you, so let's get going. I'm going to start on the blouses. I have this behind me. I have made all of these blouses. It's been over several years, so it's not in a short amount of time at all. It's taken quite a while. I have entered in the Sew April Blouse challenge just about every year that it has been running, and I'm going to show you a couple of blouses that I have. I've given away a few, so I don't have those anymore, but these are all on my Instagram page if you'd like to go have another look and see what alterations and things that I made. So I'm going to show you these, so let's get going. So these first two blouses I have to show you were blouses I made for this April Blouse challenge. This challenge is run by Tamlyn and Gabrielle. Gabrielle is from Cloth Edit here in Australia, and Tamlyn is sewn on the tyne in the UK. I'll put the details here as well. I'm not going to remember them all, but I know with this challenge all you have to do is make a blouse, and you need to post your finished items anytime throughout the month of April. Make sure you tag Tamlyn and Gabrielle. There's a few other conditions, but I'll put them up as well. But this is the most fun challenge. You can enter multiple times. You cannot enter previous entries. It must be a new entry. And hopefully that's everything. The most fun challenge. I'm so excited. So I'm actually wearing the first last year's entry. This is a True Bias Roscoe blouse made in a rayon. It's a red rayon from, I think it's from East Coast Fabrics, which is not an expensive place at all. I think this was $4 a meter, something like that. It was really, really cheap. So yeah, it's got the long sleeves and it's finished off by binding, and has the little tie bit here in the center. I think I've made mine from memory. I think I made this a bit shorter, and you can see I haven't finished off the end. So yeah, good job. So this is my blouse. I actually get a bit more wear out of this, and I think because it's plain and there's no flowers or anything on it, so it just sort of goes with a lot more. For me, entering these things or making something, it has to be something I'm going to wear. I don't want to make it and then I never wear it ever again, never even look at it. So it's really important to me that if what I make gets worn, because it's just a waste otherwise. So all your time, that precious fabric and money. So yeah, this is one I'm really happy with because I have worn it several times. So this is what I entered, I think it was a previous year. I love this. This has to be my favorite blouse I have ever made. When it comes to skill and detail, I actually put in effort, whereas for me a lot of the time it's like get it done because I'm busy, as we all are these days. But this is yeah, this one took effort, and I love the details in this. It's a Nephilim back blouse by Vivian Shasheo Chen. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if it's not. It has this beautiful detail at the neckline, this little ruffle all the way around it, and it's in a rayon from Spotlight. The buttons, I think they were from my stash from memory. They're just little black buttons. I just didn't want anything too fancy because I was already quite busy. And then I have the little pin tucks in the sleeves, and it's finished off with binding on the hem. I really like that that finish. I find it's quite nice to wear. It doesn't like elastic. I find that sometimes feels a bit tight on my arm or just feels restrictive. I feel like this just sits and moves the right way. There's no bust darts in this one at all, but I love this. I think it's the most beautiful pattern. I don't love the fabric. I like the fabric. I don't love it though. I think this blouse would be really nice in a plain fabric or something with self printed. I don't know what that, like a jacquard I think it is. I'm not great with all these terms. So yeah, I'd like to make this again so that I can see all those details. I just think it's a gorgeous blouse. Definitely want to revisit this, and there is an option where you don't have to do this neckline, because this was a little bit tricky, more so because of all the layers, and ironing it's a bit of a pain. But yeah, I would definitely want to make this one again. It's absolutely beautiful, probably my favorite. I could go on about it all day, so let's put that away. So this other blouse I made was actually a simplicity pattern, and my kids were quite little when I made this. All my other blouses I have given away, so if you want to see what I've put in Sew April blouse in the past, just check out my Instagram page. There's a couple of others there as well. So this is a Simplicity 9334, and you can see all of the blouse options down the side. These are all different sleeve lengths, and I think, yeah, they're all, the bottom two are all sort of flutter sort of sleeves, and the top one is a bishop sleeve, I do believe, and it has that really nice V-neck. Now I loved this. I love this so much. It's such a beautiful blouse. The only problem, I had little kids, and little kids and light colours don't always mix, and I'm one of those mums who love my kids to do messy play and be outside in gumboots and that sort of thing, getting dirty. So I love all that stuff. Don't like it in the house. But I just, yeah, this was not really a great option for me back then. I would have liked this if I had made it in a darker fabric, so I could get a bit more, get away with, you know, a bit of mess. So I love this blouse. I would really like to revisit this pattern again someday. Yeah, there's just so many blouses and so little time. So I'll show you the other ones that I have with me today, a couple of the other blouses I've made in the past. I'll go through them really briefly though. So the next, I have two blouses here. These next two blouses are both Anthea blouses, and there is a Anthea blouse hack in case you weren't aware of that. And that is what this first one is, and this is in a beautiful, just a very lightweight rayon from East Coast Fabric, which is a very inexpensive fabric, and it has the ruffle at the front and it has the lower neckline. I think there's an option to have a tie as well, but I didn't put that on mine. I don't think I did. I made it a few years ago, I can't quite remember. And it does have the really nice bound sleeves and button up front. I just think this is the most gorgeous blouse. It has a sort of little dipped, it's quite dipped at the back, so it can cover up your bottom if you want that covered, or you can tuck it in, whatever suits you. I have seen a hack, instead of having the dip hem, people have cut it across, which is quite popular these days, a bit more of a cropped look. So yeah, I think this is a gorgeous blouse. I would like to make it again for sure. Unfortunately, I messed up. I went straight into cutting this out without making any, just making sure it fit me. And it is way too wide on me. It just sits out on my shoulders too much. And I've tried pulling it in, not working. I think I really need to pull it apart properly and redo it just to make it fit. So I really love this fabric. I do like a darker sort of fabric. It's much more me. I feel much more comfortable in that. So that's the first Anthea. The second one, this is actually the first one I made. This is the original version with a higher neck and buttons, and I loved it. After I made this, I don't love this fabric. This was more of a trial run. It looks better on than it does on the hanger, I've got to say. It has that lovely long back as well. And yeah, bishop sleeve, and it goes right up to the top. All my buttons are functioning. Yeah, I think being able to do buttonholes and mastering that is such a good thing to learn. It's a bit painful sometimes, but it's definitely worth it, because the beautiful things you can make once you know how to do it, so worth it. Yeah, so I really love this. I would like to make it again. I still have not got that the top that I love yet. I need to try it again. So yeah, that is another one I'd like to revisit. So that's the Anthea blouse by Anna Allen, and it's a very, very popular pattern. So I'll show you the other blouses that I have with me to show you today. Okay, I have brought down two more blouses. These are ones that I actually wear quite a bit. The first one is by Sewing Revival. I don't I didn't love making this. I can't really remember why. I think it might have been something to do with the pattern. I'm not sure. I really wasn't sure that I was going to like it when I made it. I think maybe it's because of sleeves. I can't remember. There's something about it, but yeah, the color I thought would be a real pain, but I find I wear it. I wear it despite all that. I wear it, so it sort of fits in with my more casual stay-at-home mum lifestyle. It seems to suit a lot better. So it's more of a shorter sleeve, and yeah, I just sort of, it's in another rayon from Spotlight. This was once again a clearance rayon. So yeah, I do wear it. It's surprisingly, despite my problem I had with the pattern, probably my comprehension of understanding these patterns, because I do tend to run into patterns and not really read them properly. That is something I do over and over. So yeah, that's the Heron Blouse by Sewing Revival. And I've also got this one, which is my Cleo blouse, and this is like my old friend pattern. I keep going back to it time and time again. It's just the right shape for me, and I think that's why I like it so much. These sleeves, I think there's a section to put in another bit on the end, but I just did the first section and then just bound it. So it just fits me so well. It's not too blousy or anything. It's a bit of an old pattern now, but I just love it. I actually do need to make it again because this one doesn't fit me properly anymore. It's a little bit snug. I made this about, I think this was in 1922 possibly. So yeah, that one's due to be remade, and yeah, maybe I can use up some of my fabric. So that's the, did I say Cleo? Cielo blouse by Closet Core. I always say the wrong name with this one. I don't know why I do that. So I will show you next some of the fabrics that I'm hoping to use up. So you might have noticed this little stack of fabrics that I have here that I want to use up. I have a ridiculous amount of fabric that I need to use up. It's starting to make me feel a bit edgy. I can't handle this. There's too much fabric here. I have actually just bundled up. I have 4 bags of fabric going to the op shop, a secondhand store. Things that I bought years ago during lockdown. Yeah, I have so much I'm just not using, and there's a lot of kids fabric. I think that's the majority of what I'm moving on. So I'm trying to be strong. I need to go take that and donate it before it comes back into my stash. So these ones are ones I really want to use. And this first one is a piece of fabric that I got from the Dahlia Sewciety in their bespoke box. I think it might have been August, or it might have been the month after that. I think it was their Bridgerton box. I'm not sure what month that was. I don't get them all the time, just once in a while, or when my husband annoys me. I'll get one. So yes, this is I think this is actually a lawn. Not really sure. It's not actually a fabric that I work with a lot, and it has this, I don't know if the light's going to catch it. It has lyrics through it. Is it going to catch? Oh, no, I might have to put a picture in for you because it doesn't look like it's catching. Yeah, anyway, so it's a very lightweight, and I think it's almost, I'm not sure, it's not sheer, it's a little bit, but it's a bit lighter. It's quite light. So when I got this, I wasn't quite sure about the colour, because I don't really wear a lot of light colours, but I like that it's got the red in it, which is quite nice. I do like reds. I'm so happy this fashion this year has got reds in it. It's my favourite. I've been waiting years for it. So I have been thinking about it for quite a while, and I have stumbled on, I think this is the Mabel by Tilly and the Buttons. I'm thinking about using this pattern for this fabric. I think it kind of goes. I think it would look nice, and this has got shearing in it, which I'm absolutely terrified to do because I haven't done it. Well, I have tried it and it didn't go well. So I will have to commit if I'm going to use this, and I'm going to be using a good fabric. So I'm not good at using my good fabrics. That's why I don't buy them. They just sit there and then they go out of fashion. So I'm thinking about making Tilly and the Buttons. Is it Mabel? Yes, it's Mabel. So I'm just going to make a top. This is the top version because I don't think there's enough for a dress in this. I may have to line it. I'm not really sure. The Mabel, I think, yeah, you can make the top in a long sleeve as well, which I think is an option because we are going into winter. It doesn't get that cold, but to us it is cold. It's like we don't get snow or anything like that, but it's still, it's cold enough. I wouldn't want any more cold than that. So this is the fabric. See, that's in one layer. So I think, can you tell that you can sort of see through that? So it's a little bit sheer. I do believe sheer is coming in this current fashion. I don't know if it's for us here in Australia going into winter, but yeah, other side where it's a bit warmer, I'm pretty sure that sheer is sort of coming in. So that is something that I'd probably wear a cami top under, which I'm wearing one now. Like I wear cami tops all the time because I get cold and it's really, I just don't like the thought of being able to see anything that's going on under there unless it's particularly warm. Then I'll just be a bit more careful what I wear. So that's the first one and the first fabric that I would like to sew up, and let's get going or I am going to run out of time. So this next fabric that I want to use is this one here, and I purchased this last year. I saw something on Instagram, something someone else was wearing. It was ready to wear though, it wasn't something someone had made, and I don't buy lighter colours, but this was very close to what the lady is wearing, and I really like the blues and those sort of pinky colours in it. Hopefully that's going to pick up. It's a really odd light today, so it's so hard to get this stuff to look good. So I really like, this is a very lightweight rayon, once again from East Coast Fabrics, and I have found when you buy from East Coast Fabrics you need to be careful and check for flaws, because I have found them in several lots that I have purchased from there. So there we go, it's a lighter version. But once you sew it up though, the fabrics are beautiful. They're really nice to wear. So yeah, so that's what I have. And this was always destined to be the same pattern as what I'm wearing. What's this? True Bias. It's gone my mind now. True Bias. Roscoe blouse from True Bias. Yeah, it was always destined to be one of these. But I'm actually thinking about making a Sew House 7 Remy Raglan, this version here, with the little bit here, the little neck opening. I've got no words today. This is an expansion pack for the original pattern. This is the Remy Raglan here, and you can do it without the little opening, keyhole opening as well if you wanted to, and just have a plain sort of shirt, simple shirt. Yeah, I might have to do that with some of these fabrics. They're quite shortcuts, but yeah, I'd like to do it in this this sort of top. I'll put some pictures in. I have made 2 of these in the past. I put a peplum on it without a pattern, and it was never straight, so I never wore it. And another one was in a really odd green, and I just did not like that color on me, so I never really wore it. So but each time I've made it, I've really liked it. So I really would like to go back and have another go. Now that I have loads more experience sewing, that would be another great one to sew up. And it's a simple sew, it's a raglan sleeve. Yeah, just really nice little top. I probably have to shorten the sleeve because someone did mention that my sleeves looked a bit long, and looking back they were right. So I'm going to go back and have another go at this one. Hopefully, I'm not going to say I'm going to do it. I can't say that. My life is too busy to make any promises. So I would like to do that. So with this fabric, maybe. We'll see. So the next piece of fabric that I have is a remnant piece that I picked up from the Dahlia Society, and it is this beautiful, I think it's Atelier Jupe. It is this beautiful fabric that I picked up a little while back. It's from the Dahlia Society. I love the colours. Like these colours, I think they're so me. I love those colours. They're so beautiful. I really am not 100% what I want to do with it just yet. I think it'll have to be something that's got short sleeves because I don't have that much fabric. There's about maybe a meter, and then there was an extra piece, so I might be able to get sleeves or something out of this if I'm lucky. So yeah, this other short piece. So I'm not really 100% sure what I want to do with that. I do have, I was going to pull that out. I do have this one. This pattern here has got a little version here. Maybe I could do something like that, but puffy sleeves usually take up a little bit extra fabric. This one, it says it takes up, where if I can find it, in my size, what is version B? It takes up about No, I might be right. It's a metre 10. About a metre 10, metre 20 at the most. So maybe I might be able to get that out of that. So yeah, that's a thought. I'm not really not 100% sure what I want to do with it, but I would really like to get it sewn up before too much longer. And we're going into autumn, or in autumn, so it's perfect time to be using up this beautiful, beautiful fabric. I just love the colors of this. Every time I look at this, it just makes me happy. I really love it. All right, so on to the next one because we're running out of time. This next piece of fabric that I have got was generously sent to me by one of my viewers. Oh, yep, I can't talk about that or I'm going to start crying. So I just think it's the most generous thing anyone could ever do. I was so, anyway, let's keep going. This, I believe, is fabric Godmother. I can't remember exactly what it is. If I can think of the name or if I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. It has this beautiful lurex through it and it is quite sheer. I did originally buy a piece myself, and then I said in my video that I wish I had purchased more because I only had 1.5 meters, and then she sent me some more. Oh my god. Okay, so this is absolutely beautiful. So I'm not really 100% sure what I want to do with it. I do have one pattern in mind that might work. Because it's sheer, I'm sort of not sure what I want to do, but I did see a blouse on a ready-to-wear blouse that was very much this style, and I could possibly use this pattern to do it. And this is the Wren by Chalk and Notch, and this hat was their feature pattern. I think it's for March. I think it's a feature pattern for March, because they're featuring one pattern each month, and there's a discount on it, and then they make it up, and lots of people make it up, and yeah, it's really exciting. I really like it. So I didn't do it that last month. I was just too busy. But yeah, this is a really nice little blouse. I have made this before, and I'll put a picture up of that as well. This, I really like the detail on the front. The way the front has this placket, very simple placket, and the detailing around the neck. That's the facings. But I have seen blouses like that in ready to wear, very, very similar in sheer fabric. And that's what I'm thinking with this one, because that is slightly sheer. It is an option. And it's short sleeve as well. I do believe this is a lantern sleeve. Is it a lantern sleeve? It is a lantern sleeve. So lantern sleeve is got, hopefully that's the right name. It's got this extra bit on the bottom here. So I have made this before, but I made it in a green fabric, and I was being very brave, and green is not me, unfortunately. So I'll put a picture of that in as well, of me wearing that. So that is another option. Yeah, I would really like to go back. I have so many patterns that I'd like to make. It's just not enough time, is there? And lastly, I have one last piece to show you. This is another piece of fabric that I bought from East Coast Fabric. I was going to make it into another top, but I just ran out of time last year when I said I was going to do it. So I have this beautiful rayon. I just love this. This is so me. This is me all over. It's got the blues and the reds on the dark background, a little bit of purple, not too much white in it. Yeah, I love this. I really love this background. I don't think the camera is actually doing it justice. I just love it. I'm not 100% sure what I want to make, but I saw on Instagram the other day someone had made up the NYX dress. No, this is the NYX blouse, and this is the pattern here. I have made the dress and I love it. I love it so much. It is my most worn dress this year. It has been absolutely fabulous. So the top version I want to make, there is this one, but what I want to make is, if I can get it open, there it is you see this one here. It has a long sleeve, really basic sort of top. I think I would get a lot of wear out of that. It has on the back of it, it's sort of gathered, I believe, if I'm remembering it right. Where can I find that? It has some gathering on the back here. Where is it there? Sorry, it's just really, really pretty when you see it all made up. The line drawings do not do it justice. So that is what I'm thinking of making. I have so many blouse options. I have a couple of big 4 patterns I'd love to make. This one I bought recently. This is McCall's 8325. I was trying so hard to get hold of this, and I finally did, and I still haven't made it up. This is why I'm not buying things this year, because I bought so much last year. I did not get a chance to sew hardly anywhere near as much as what I normally do just last year. So I just want to take a stop just stop buying stuff and just have a go at making stuff this year. So that, I would really like to make that up. I think that's a beautiful top. I would make I don't know about this bit here. I like that. I just don't know which one I would do. I like them both, but I think I would do just like a plain sleeve or something like that. This, I love the ruffle, just not on me, just because it doesn't, my shoulders are quite, I've got a narrow shoulder but they're broad. I don't know how that works, but it just, I don't need any extra on my shoulder. It doesn't do me any favors. It just throws out my figure. So yeah, so yeah, that is everything that I have to show you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that gave you some inspiration and you enjoyed seeing my blouse. I love the Sew April blouse. It is like the most exciting challenge of all the challenges. I can't wait to get going. So I'm just gonna have to ignore all the housework this month. So if you have any questions, please ask them down below. Are you going to participate in Sew April Blouse this year? Check out Cloth Edit and Tamlyn, Sewn on the Time, and yes, so visit them for any more information. Thank you so much for watching today. If you did like today's video, I would love it if you give me a like, a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And if you want to hit the bell icon, which I know I haven't said this year yet, please hit the bell icon, because that will let you know when one of my videos is up ready for you to watch, so you don't miss out on any of them. So thank you so much for watching. I do post my videos fortnightly at the moment, just because I have a whole lot of things going on. This week has been crazy. Last week was crazy. So I'm hoping the school holidays coming up, things might settle down a bit and I can take a breather. I will see you here again next week, unless I put out some random video during the week. We'll see, but I will let you know if I do. I'll put out something on Instagram. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you then. Bye.